this is for you. And the price is really great.
$4 and change to get it home to try. Experiment with a little bit of glow. Okay, we have for you probably the easiest way for you to lift, contour, and glow. It's only $32. It's on 4 credit card payments. It's free shipping and handling. So starting off with Hoola, the #1 best-selling prestige bronzer in the US. It works for everybody's skin tone. And of course, it comes with the brush. So that Hoola, that's $15. Right there, #1 best-selling prestige bronzer. So you're getting the best of the best. And then right here, here it is, Rockateur Box of Powder.
I'm just gonna go rogue and tilt this up so everyone can see it.
$29. It's like a rose and a bit of rose gold.
Isn't it so pretty?
Beyond fabulous. And then we also have here that high beam complexion. That's $12. That's $29. That's $15. So it's a $56 value for $8 a month on your credit card. There's only 1,800 of these left. So we're gonna lift, we're gonna contour, and we're gonna get our glow back, even though we're all freezing our tushies off. Because even in Florida, it's like 30 degrees. It's only $8, and I think it's so important because light adds lift. Bronze thins everything out, adds contour. And then to get that beautiful peaches and cream glow, you've got the Rockateur in here.
And I want to stress, this collection is applicable no matter what your skin tone is. This is a universal set that we put together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here with the Hoola, and I'm going to just buff it into Anne's skin. What this is doing, and I actually like to use this, Amy, all over her skin, not as a contour. This time of year, we all have January skin, right? It's about as pale as it's gonna get.
I know.
I wanna give Anne July skin. And so what this is doing is adding warmth. Hoola has no shimmer and no red to it. So even if you have very, very fair skin, this is going to add overall warmth, but that's not all. That's the base. Now you see just already how it has transformed her entire complexion. But watch this. Now I'm gonna go in with that Rockateur. This is that amazing rose gold blush. Pop that right onto the apples of Anne's cheeks. So we've warmed up the skin. Now we're bringing back that beautiful kind of healthy color to her cheekbones. And last but definitely not least, we want to get our glow on. Why is glowing important? Because this is a sign of youth. That radiance to your skin that we lose as we age, we lose as it becomes colder and our skin becomes dehydrated. All of that can be brought back into your skin with the right shimmer products, with the right highlighting products. A lot of people, especially as we age, tend to shy away from highlighting products because a lot of highlighting products have literally glitter in them. It is like chunky glitter that ain't cute. The high beam is a sheen. I'm gonna keep, Anne, I'm gonna turn you this side. Do you see this right here, Amy?
I see it, look at that.
You see what I've done here?
See,
look, I'm proud of myself, what I just did right there.
And contour, you get it all, look at that.
Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna follow up just on this side really quick. Add a little bit of that high beam. When you're putting this on at home, we call this the power V. Do you see that side that's like sideways V? And then just blend it in on top of your brow bone and down your cheekbone. Normally, this area is a danger zone for highlighters because of the fine lines. Traditionally, it would just settle into the fine lines and go like beep, and it would be bad. This is gorgeous. It is giving this sheen, this luminosity, this hydrated skin look. She's glowing.
That's what we love about this 3-piece set. It is what every woman needs right now. You're right, this is July skin in January. Because this is when our skin has no glow.
None.
It almost has like a green undertone. Trust me, I'm from Michigan.
Ooh, not cute.
No, and you'd almost look like green and gray, right? Kind of like the way the sky was. What's nice about this is you're adding that glow. So when you look at yourself in the mirror, it's not overdone. It's the reason why this is the #1 bronzer in the prestige market. It's just, it's warming your tone up. That's all it's doing. So you don't see that gray, green undertone. So you get that. You're also going to receive light. And that's what we love about High Beam. It's giving life. Look at Miss Gabby.
I know.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I love Gabby. She's been working with us forever. Those cheekbones, I just die for.
I know. That's not even fair.
It's
That's
not
illegal.
even fair. But we're gonna put some more blush on them to make him look even better. So we've already gone ahead and put that Hoola all over her complexion, and now I'm gonna go in again, pop that Rockateur.
So show everybody where you're putting it, because I think placement is just as important as color.
Right. So what I did is I started underneath this cheekbone right here. This is the brush that comes with the Hoola, and I went in circular motions all over her skin. Like I said, you can contour. Traditional contour would mean just put it right here, but I like to go all over the skin, warming it all up.
That's
giving
Hoola.
Her overall complexion of warmth. Now I'm gonna go in with the brush that comes with the Rockateur and pop it right on the cheekbones. A lot of people ask me, I don't know where to put my blush to make it look realistic. Go ahead and smile for me, Gabby. This is what we call the apple of the cheek. You wanna start there. and then move up into the hairline. And that gives you that realistic blush, flush look.
Yes.
And last but not least, I'm gonna go in with the glow,
but
the
see,
high
nothing
beam.
looks overmade. That's what's so nice about a Benefit. Nothing looks overmade. It's just
I can't open this, Amy.
Uh-oh.
Help. Here we got this
got
one.
it.
Okay, I loosened it for you,
There.
really. Yeah, I sure did, my muscles. It was just so you know, it was just like
there you go. That's
ready
it.
to be open.
It was ready to be open.
Yeah.
I just kind of did the final.
Yeah, you sure did.
But it's so true. When you look at your skin, this is the time of year we look in the mirror, we go, ugh. Gosh, my skin hasn't seen sun.
Nope.
There is no glow. I'm green. Again, when we talk about lifting, lighting, and glowing, that's what this 3-piece set does. So basically, you're buying the Rocketeer, and for free, we're gonna give you High Beam and Hula. That's what's so amazing about this deal, exclusive for us here at HSN. If you're a Benebabe, please be part of the show. The number to dial is 1-866-376-8255. I know Gabby has the gift of the world's best cheekbones. The Angelina Jolie look of cheekbones, right? Oh, you do.
She's like, keep talking.
Oh, yeah. How many of us want to have even that beautiful, just a subtle look of our cheekbones?
Yeah.
This really adds that light, so it just makes your cheekbones kind of even more juicier.
Yeah.
It adds to that fullness. So there's really nothing else like their 3 heavy hitters in glowing, lifting, and then giving you that beautiful warmth. And you get all 3 of them today. We're gonna go ahead and show you every skin tone, every age. Oh, and look at this glow.
I know. Now, Kennedy here, literally porcelain skin.
I know.
And it must be challenging for you to find a bronzer that works for you, that doesn't make you look orange, that doesn't make you look streaky. I have a little bit of the Hula right on this brush. Now watch this, Amy. Dusting it all over her complexion. I started with her forehead. Do you see how it's just subtly given her some warmth? Now watch this. I'm gonna go in on this cheek. Turn your face a little bit. There we go. Watch this. I'm just blending it into her skin. And do you see how it creates that warmth?
Yes.
It's never orange. It's never streaky. It's creating the warmth. I'm gonna just finish off with her other cheek.
Do you ever take it down?
I do. Sometimes, you know, especially if you are quite fair like Kennedy, it is important. Just take it underneath the jawline, blend it into the neck, just so you don't have that line of demarcation. You know, it can be your little secret what you did. You and 90 million other people when you're on HSN. But here's the other thing. So you start with Hula. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna pop in just a little bit of that Rocketeer right on her cheekbones.
She just looks so fresh, so youthful.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, she doesn't look overmade. How many of us have young teenage girls? You're like, I just want them to be fresh and young and healthy looking. That's the look you're getting with this collection.
Exactly. And even someone like Kennedy, who has the, you know, the young skin that can take a lot of makeup, doesn't mean she needs to wear a lot of makeup.
No, exactly.
But she still, again, she still has January skin. We want her to have July skin just because she's young and beautiful. Doesn't mean that she doesn't deserve to have, you know, July skin.
Absolutely.
She deserves to have a glow on her cheeks. She deserves to have that look of young, youthful, hydrated skin. I can't talk enough, especially in the winter months. Listen, in the summer months, our glow comes naturally, right?
Absolutely.
It's hot out. We are sweaty. We're dewy. That is when we could probably shy away from the highlighters.
Exactly.
In the dead of winter, when our skin is it's most dehydrated, it's most dull. That's when we need to turn to makeup to really give us back that luminosity to our skin. But not all glow products are created equal. I'm gonna turn you to the side. Do you see? That just gives a glow, a sheen to it. Like when you have a piece of satin and you put it underneath the light, that sheen, instead of like a piece of glittery sequins, it's like a piece of satin. That is the difference between